is there anything wrong with using the Shure SM7b with the Focusrite Scarlett Solo? You mentioned that people use the 2i2 as a good budget option or entry-level option for the SM7b, but you are unsure if the Scarlett Solo is any good. To answer the question, yes. I'm assuming that you are referring to Generation 3 of the Scarlett series, and if that's the case, I will go ahead and put specs up on the screen right here, but the preamps are identical. The preamps between the Focusrite Scarlett Solo 3rd Gen and the Focusrite 2i2 3rd Gen are identical. So if you are listening to the Shure SM7b running through the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 3rd Gen and you think, wow, that's more than acceptable, then the answer would be yes, the Scarlett Solo is sufficient for the Shure SM7b. Currently, I am running the SM7b into the Focusrite Scarlett 18i20 2nd Gen. This has a worse noise floor than the 2i2 or the Solo 3rd Gen, not by much, by 1 dBu weighted, if I'm not mistaken. And I asked Focusrite why that's the case. With the 18i20, it actually requires an external power source, and that addition of mains power increases the noise floor slightly. So if you're listening to this and thinking, wow, that's acceptable, then yes, the Scarlett Solo or the Scarlett 2i2 3rd Gen, both of those 3rd Gen, would be more than sufficient for the SM7b. Now, chances are you will need to have your gain set at 100%, which is what I have right now. I have my gain set at 100%, and I am about 3 inches off, 3 inches off the end of the SM7b neutral mode, if I am not mistaken. Let me double check. Yes, we are in neutral mode, which is my favorite setting for this microphone. I think the high-pass filter is a bit aggressive. I don't like the presence boost. I like it just dark and smooth, and I know that will drive people crazy. Oh my god, it's so dark! Are you talking into a blanket? I like it. It's easy to listen to. Get off my case. It's not terrible. Anyway, let me go ahead, and I will speak. This is how I sound speaking. Gain at 100%. Now I'll shut up and you can hear the noise floor. Three, two, one. And now I am back. But now I'm going to do something else because I am somewhat of a loud talker. I will go ahead and whisper. It's going to be creepy. I'm going to hate every second of it. But I will whisper, and then I will increase my volume so that my whispering speaking voice is at a good level, and then I'll be quiet so you can hear the noise floor and determine if you think that is acceptable for your use case. If you think that's too noisy, whatever your thoughts are, you can make up your own mind on it. I'm just giving you the examples. Now let's get creepy. Okay, it's very early in the morning, and I am still drinking my second cup of coffee. Discord partner for life. Actually, not for life. They will kick you out. I've gotten a couple of warnings. Hey, you fell below the threshold. We're going to kick you out. But this is me whispering, and I am creeping myself out. I hate how I sound. But now we have that bass line. I will have increased the volume to make it listenable. Now I'll shut up and let you hear the noise floor. Three, two, one, and we're back. So there you go, Gino. I hope that answered your question, but also gave you a bit more information. To answer the question directly, the Solo and the 2i2 3rd Gen have identical preamps, so if you think the 2i2 3rd Gen is sufficient, then yes, the Solo would be sufficient, but I wanted to give you actual demonstrations so you can make up your own mind based on your ears, and you don't have to look at some figures on a spec sheet that might not mean that much to you. There you go. Thank you.